Hello Tech World and welcome to another video. Today we'll be discussing the brand new 13-inch M2 iPad Air and why I believe it's the best iPad to purchase in 2024. In this video, we'll dive into the M2 iPad Air's strengths and weaknesses, as well as share my experience with this tablet so far. If you're new to the channel, we cover everything tech and gaming, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. And without further ado, let's get back to the iPad. For those unfamiliar with the 13-inch M2 iPad Air, it's Apple's latest mid-range tablet. It's a tablet that boasts a stunning, beautiful liquid retina display and the M2 chip processor, the same chip found in last gen's iPad Pro. This M2 chip includes an 8-core CPU, a 9-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. As for storage, you have the option of the base model, which comes with 128 gigabytes of storage, or you can go with a higher storage amount of either 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, or a maximum of 1 terabyte. When it comes to the design of the new 13-inch M2 iPad Air, it largely mirrors the previous M1 iPad Air model with two notable changes. First, Apple has responded to consumer demand for a larger iPad without having to spend the high cost of an iPad Pro. In the past, the only way to get a larger iPad was by purchasing an iPad Pro, which is thankfully something that consumers will never have to think about. Second, has to do with the placement of the front-facing camera, as it's now been placed in a landscape orientation, which is, in my opinion, the way it should have been all along. Besides those two differences, everything else is similar, as you're still getting the same display, the same single rear camera, and the same Touch ID needed to unlock your iPad. When it comes to the weight of the new 13-inch M2 iPad Air, it's coming in at 617 grams, which is odd as the new 13-inch M4 iPad Pro is coming in at 574 grams, which is unusual given the Air's reputation for being lightweight. Moving on, let's talk about the display. As mentioned earlier in the video, you're getting the same liquid retina display, which supports a 60Hz refresh rate, which is definitely disappointing in my opinion, as I believe a tablet worth $800 should not have a refresh rate of 60Hz in 2024. But in terms of resolution, you're getting a 2732 by 2048 with a 264 ppi. The display offers a peak screen brightness of up to 600 nits, a fully laminated screen with an anti-reflective coating. Despite not being OLED, the screen delivers vibrant colors and crisp images, making it excellent for watching shows, movies, or sports. When it comes to the processor, again, you're now getting the M2 chip, which is a powerhouse of a processor. But if I'm being quite honest though, the performance gains over the M1 series are very minimal. In my opinion, the difference is ever so small, as unless you're heavily into video editing, the difference in speed and efficiency is barely noticeable. As I mentioned in my review video on the 11-inch M2 iPad Air, performance has never been a weak point for iPads, as they are some of the most powerful tablets on the market. While Apple continuous chip upgrades are impressive, the full potential of this power remains underutilized for users. Moving on, let's talk about the cameras on this device. Again, I'm not one who really cares about the cameras on a tablet, as this isn't something I typically use, but for those that care about the cameras on a tablet, well, you get a 12 megapixel wide rear camera capable of 4K video recording, and as for the front-facing camera, it's a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera that's great for FaceTime, Zoom calls, and more. As for the speakers on this device, although the device features 4 speaker grills, it actually houses dual speakers, which deliver impressive sound quality if I do say so myself. Take a listen. Let me know in the comments what you think of the sound. Personally, I find the audio to be clear and loud enough for music and videos. As a gaming enthusiast, I've enjoyed gaming on this iPad a lot. I've been playing titles such as Call of Duty Warzone, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves on this iPad. I've honestly been shocked by its performance when it comes to gaming due to the fact that it has the ability to play console games, which is amazing. However, due to its size and weight, extended gaming sessions can be uncomfortable when playing handheld. In my honest opinion, using a controller is probably the best way to play on such a large device, as it'll help alleviate this issue, making gameplay more enjoyable and less taxing on your arms. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree. When it comes to productivity, I've been using this iPad to handle my day-to-day, which has been quite good. It's been great having the ability to use this iPad as a tablet and as a laptop replacement in certain situations. What I've enjoyed most about the new M2 iPad Air is the fact that it's a portable touchscreen laptop, which makes certain things a little bit easier to do on this device rather than on my MacBook Pro. For example, photo editing on this device has been a blast, as the Apple Pencil makes it a lot simpler. As of right now, the 13-inch M2 iPad Air has been my main device for mostly all of my content creation, except when it comes to video editing, as I still prefer to do that on my M1 MacBook Pro. As for the battery life on this iPad, it's been great, as I'm able to last a whole day without needing to charge my tablet. If you're a heavy user like me, someone who likes to use their tablet throughout the day to consume content, get work done, as well as spend some time gaming, then the battery life will definitely suffice. Apple states that you should be getting up to 10 hours of surfing the web on Wi-Fi or when watching videos, and up to 9 hours of surfing the web using cellular data networks. When it comes to accessories, here's what I've been using to get the most out of my new 13-inch M2 iPad Air. First would be the Apple Pencil USB-C, which has been great as I use this to jot down notes, draw rough drafts of my thumbnails, and more. For those wondering why I didn't upgrade to the Apple Pencil Pro, well, that's because I'm not much of an artist, and if I'm being quite honest, I didn't find any of its new features useful in my day-to-day life. Trust me when I say you should save your money and get the Apple Pencil USB-C, as I feel as though it's a great accessory at a more affordable price. The second accessory would have to be this paper-like screen protector that I got off of Amazon for cheap. It's been great as it makes writing on this tablet with my Apple Pencil more comfortable and smooth. The next accessory is from ESR, which is ESR's iPad Air 13-inch keyboard case. This keyboard case has been amazing as it has allowed me to get the most out of my iPad by having the ability to turn it into a laptop. What I love most about this keyboard case is the fact that it includes a great magnetic stand, a multifunctional trackpad, and the best part are the shortcut keys that help make your life easier, as it includes shortcut keys that control your screen brightness, your audio volume, your backlit keys, and more. Not only that, but you get such an amazing keyboard case for the price of $110, which is way less than the retail price of Apple's Magic Keyboard, which is currently being sold for $350. Last but not least, we have the HyperDrive Next 10 port USB-C hub, which has been great as it provides my iPad with additional ports, as it includes 2 USB-C ports, an HDMI port, USB-A port, an Ethernet port, a 3.5mm jack, and more. So, who is this iPad for, and is it worth the upgrade? In my honest opinion, if you own an M1 iPad Air, I would highly suggest you skip this iPad, as the M1 should be able to handle anything you throw at it, whether it's video editing, photo editing, and more. As of right now, the iPads just have a lot of power inside them, but aren't really able to take advantage of it. With iPad OS being so limited, there really is no need to upgrade, but if you're someone who's looking for a larger screen iPad and not willing to pay that extreme price for the iPad Pro, then you should definitely look into getting this iPad, as it's worth every dollar. Overall, I've enjoyed my time with the 13-inch M2 iPad Air. While it's one of the most powerful tablets available, it does have its flaws, though I believe most users won't be bothered by that 60Hz refresh rate or the unchanged battery life from the M1 model. Those buying an iPad Air know what they're getting for the price, and for those looking for a better display, better screen brightness, speakers, and a better refresh rate, should be looking into getting the M4 iPad Pro in either the 11-inch or 13-inch size. It's really that simple. The iPad Air offers great value at $800. You're getting a large 13-inch beautiful display, excellent speakers, and a powerful M2 processor. For those seeking a versatile device that can double as a laptop, this is an excellent choice that will serve you for years. Keep an eye out for iPadOS 18, which promises exciting new features and customization options. As always, Tech World, it's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.